This is amazing.
Na hii ni olale ni room ya tutoto wa mbuzi ya kukamua.
This like is where like a pantry?
Where the young one of her goats sleep. The babies, the lamb. This is where they sleep.
Okay.
Yes.
Na hii ni kitanda kubwa kwa kimila yetu.
In their culture, where you're sitting is the biggest bed. This is where the man and the man of the house and the boys, they sleep there.
Okay.
Yes.
Na hii alikuwa ya mama.
Now in their culture, this was where the mother would sleep with the girl child, the girls.
Okay.
Lakini mimi nafanya tu ni kitchen tu ya kupikia, kulala ni ile nyumba na vijana mbalimbali.
So her, because she upgraded from here to there, now she uses this one as her kitchen.
Kitchen?
Cooks here.
Does she come in here to get away from everybody, some privacy time?
Anasema unakujanga hapa ukitaka watu wasikusumbue.
Hapana. Kama watu wote wafanyikazi tunakuja tunakula chakula hapa yote na sisi hata watoto yangu alafu kila mtu anaenda kulala mahali.
She's saying no. When she has cooked, this is where they also eat. Now all the workers and all the kids, they come and sit around here. Then they eat. After she has cooked, she serves for everyone. They eat while they make stories. Then after eating, everyone goes to sleep where they sleep. The boys sleep away from the home. When you reach a certain age, you're not allowed to sleep with your mom in the same compound. Yeah. So you go and sleep with your friends somewhere.
Okay.
Or you build your
kama
houses.
Mchungaji ya ng'ombe ya mbuzi akikuja unamwambia wewe umepeleka pande gani, pande umeenda na miaka aje iko nyasi, kama hakuna umeona nini ni fisi mekusumbua au nyati.
So this is where they sit, like the shepherds, the people who look after her herds. Yeah, this is where they sit and they ask them about their day. What did you encounter? Where did you get grass? Where did you get grass? Which wild animal did you get? Did you find? Yeah. So this is where they make stories too.
This is amazing.
Na hii ndio kuni ya kupikia.
Her firewood for cooking.
Na hii ndio diro kwa hii nyumba yetu.
This is like a cupboard. You see her plates and sufuria.
Yeah.
Hizi ndio mangukuri ya kwetu ya kukamua nayo ng'ombe.
She keeps her milk here.
Unafanya hivi.
Wow.
When she's milking the cow, she uses this one to milk the cow. So this thing can preserve milk. Maziwa inakaa mara ngapi kabla ijaharibika?
Kama unatengeneza nakuwa wiki kama wiki moja.
The milk can stay in here for 1 week without going bad.
Oh, what's it made out of?
Calabash.
Calabash.
Yeah.
Kwa language Maasai tunaita ngukuri.
In Maasai they call it engukuri. Engukuri. Yeah.
Na sisi kwa Maasai hii kitu ni maana sana kwa mwanamke.
So in the Maasai culture, this is a very important thing in a woman's life. You have to have it in your house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are men allowed to, do men have these or just women have these?
Anauliza, wanaume wanakubaliwa kukuwa na hii ama ni wanawake tu pekee yake?
Ni wanawake ndio anakuwa.
Only the women.
Only the
women.
Sababu ni mama ndiye anazaa mtoto, anayekea maziwa.
Because it's the woman who gives birth to a child.
Yeah.
Now this, you put the woman is supposed to feed on milk and blood and meat for a certain period of time so that she can regain back the energy. So she must have this one. This is where her milk is stored, not for the man.
Na ni mwanamke ndiye anatengeneza hii nyumba.
So this house, in their culture, it's a woman who builds it. So she built it. This house.
Ni mimi ndio nimetengeneza na ni mimi ndio nabeba kuni naweka hapa.
So she's the one who built this house and she's the one who carries all this fire to this place. She has to look for fire.
Strong.
Anasema uko na nguvu.
Strong.
Kuna nguvu ni kimila yetu.
Yeah, she's saying she's not very strong. It's their culture, so she has to do it.
I understand, but it's amazing. It's extraordinary.
Anasema ni mzuri sana na ni kitu ya ajabu.
Umeona kitu kama hii kwenyu?
She's asking, have you ever seen a house like this in the US?
Never.
Hata kitamaduni?
No.
Never. This is a first and it's amazing.
Ndio ya kwanza.
Just to learn.
Yeye kuona.
Sisi tumesaliwa nyumba kama hii.
She's saying how she grew up in a house looking like this, exact like this.
Okay.
Na hii nyumba ni joto.
The house is warm.
Okay.
When it's cold
outside,
it doesn't feel like the other one. It's very warm. When it's cold outside, inside it's very warm.
Is that I'm sorry, go ahead.
Akinyesha Si kama ile asemi pa kama mabati anasema cha.
When it rains, you when it rains you don't feel the rain. You just hear
Unaenda tu nje unakuta imenyesha.
you just go outside and find it has rained. You just hear
Amazing.
and when you go outside you feel it was raining.
It was raining. Okay.
Aya.
Any question?
Oh, is that mud on the top? Dirt and earth on the top?
Anauliza ulijenga na nini?
Na
Imejenga
miti na udongo ya ng'ombe unashanganya na jifu basi ndio unapika ile
matope
anakaa
pia. Yes.
wanakuwa kama simiti unafunga tu hizi mamiti ile unaona unaenda unatengeneza unapanga.
Okay.
So the sticks,
Okay.
cow dung and mud
Okay.
and ashes.
Amazing. And
So
it's
they,
warm.
yeah,
It's
they
warm.
mix all those things together, then plaster it, so it looks like cement.
Lakini hizi ni mamiti tu.
So these ones are sticks.
Okay.
They put the sticks first, then have
Unaita wamama unatengeneza.
So when you want to build a house like this, after looking for the stick, you call the women in the village to come and help you build it. Yes.
Anaweka mpaka hizi.
So you are the people who put all these pillars, eh?
Okay. Okay. I understand what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Aya.
Thank you.
Asante sana.
Karibu.
She's saying karibu.
Kama
Would
mnataka
you like to
kupiga
take picture with her? A picture with her?
Yes.
There. Okay, bring your
Hey, bravo! Thank you. Asante sana.
Isiparo.
No, you know her. She's called Paris Ipato.
Paris
Ipato.
Yes.
Ipato.
Na mimi ni mama ya watoto 5
She's a mother of 5. Yeah, she has given birth to 5 kids.
na wasichana 2 na wavulana 3.
Oh, 3 boys and 2 girls. Yes.
Na mimi ni mtu tu amesaliwa hapa.
This is where she was born. This is not her husband's home. Like the way, you know, in Kenya, when you get married, you leave your home, you go to your husband's home. But this is where she was born. Yes.
Tulisaliwa tukikaa watoto 12.
There were 12. Yeah, 12. The mom gave birth to 12 kids.
Wow.
Wasichana 9 na fulana 3.
9 girls and 3 boys.
9 girls and 3.
Yes, 9 girls and 3
Na
boys.
sisi wote tuko hai.
All of them, they're all alive. None has died out of the 12. Wow.
Asipokuwa baba alikuwa hataki kusomesha wasichana.
It's only that the dad didn't want to educate the girls. He only educated the boys. The girls did, all the 9 girls didn't go to school.
Okay.
Yes.
Alikuwa anapeleka vijana shule na sisi tunaenda huko mashungani.
So he would only take the boys to school, but the girls would go to graze the animals.
Na ukifika miaka 12 unatairiwa.
When she reached 12 years old, she was circumcised. All the girls, when you reach 12 years old, you get circumcised.
Ukipona unaletea utu mzee, hata kama naenda na miti hivi unamwambia kesho utafuata huyu, sababu ndio nimekushagulia.
Now, when you heal, after healing, when you're now from recovery, you'll be brought for the man who is supposed to marry you. Now your dad will tell you, this is the man who is going to marry you. And now you just follow him and go with him and become his wife. So that is what was done to her. Yes.
Kama mimi nilipatiwa upande ya Magadi.
So her, she was married another town. Now from here where we are, mlisema hapa inaitwa Oldonyo? Oldonyita. Hapa inaitwa Oldanyati. Now there's another town called Magadi. Now her, she was given away to a man in Magadi. Another town.
Sasa mimi nikipelekwa na kimsee, kimacho iko kubwa, mimi naona tu huyu atanimaliza.
So the guy that the father gave her to was a very old man. Very like her dad.
Okay.
Yes. So she would look at the man like this and say, this one is going to kill me. This one. But she was 12 and the man was
nikaenda
old.
huko sherehe kwao nikamwambia sasa mimi narudi kwetu.
So after the wedding ceremony, she say after the wedding ceremony, she told the man that I'm going back to my home. I'm not staying here. Yes.
Mimi nikirudi kwetu baba akaniuliza kwa nini umerudi na nilikupatiana.
So when she came back home, the father asked her, why have you come back and I had already given you away? Why have you come back?
Sisi mimi akamwambia mimi sitaki kuona wewe kama hutaki kuenda kukaa mahali nilikupatia. Kwenda kabisa.
So the father chased her away and told her, I don't want to see you here. If you've refused to go to where I married you off to that old man, then just go. Look for where to go to, but don't stay in my home. Go.
Mimi akabidi niende town.
So she went to the street, to live in the street.
Nikakaa mpaka nikapata msichana ya kwanza. Nikarudi kwetu. Nikamwambia nyanya yangu niangalia niko na ugonjwa.
So she stayed in the street until she got her first pregnancy. So when she was pregnant, she didn't know she was pregnant because she was still young. So she thought it was a disease. She just felt her stomach swelling. So she came back home to her grandmother and told her grandmother, I think I have a disease because my stomach is swelling. Then the grandmother just touched the stomach like this and said, oh, you're pregnant.
Sasa mimi baba mshosha akamwambia baba washa akae sababu nimesashi nikaona ni mtoto siku ile atapata mtoto atarudi mahali ametoka.
So the grandma had to talk to the father and request the father that let her just stay so that she gets the baby. After she has delivered, she can go back to the streets again, but let her have the baby here. So she stayed and delivered. After delivery, the father chased her back to the streets again.
Na wakati hiyo nimerudi mama yangu amekufa.
At that time, the mother had just died. Yes, so she would stay at the grandmother's place.
Sasa mimi nikipata mtoto akamwambia aenda sasa sababu sitaki kuona wewe hapa.
So
nikabeba mtoto yangu mpaka huko town.
So after the delivery with the small child, she went back to the streets again with the baby.
Nikaenda kumwambia mama nilikuwa naishi kwake, unipatie nikae, nikipata nguvu nitakufanyia kazi.
So the woman she was living with at the street, she asked her that just allow me to live with you after the baby has become big and I've regained strength because she had just delivered. Then I'll do for you all the kinds of work you want me to do for you for free because of the favor you've done for me.
Sasa mimi nikakaa nikisaa watoto tu hivyo, wasipokuwa kaya mwisho tu ndio nilisaa kikuwa different.
So she lived in the streets, gave birth to kids. She gave birth to her second child, third child, fourth child. So it's only the fifth child that she gave birth and contracted the disease, the HIV and AIDS. That is how she got the HIV and AIDS from the street.
Sasa ile nilikuwa kwa mimba, niko na mafinonda kwa kila mahali kwa mwili, na nikimwambia daktari uniangalie hizi ni nini, anasema enda tu kunywa dawa ukae nyumbani, sababu wakati hiyo hakuna dawa hii ya serikali, mtu anayemwambia uende nyumbani uende ukufe.
So when she had contracted the disease, that was the first years when the disease had come to Kenya. It was still something new, so people saw it as a taboo, like a curse. If you had it, you were cursed from the community. So when she had her last pregnancy, her skin started swelling and swelling. Yeah. So when she went to the hospital, the doctor just told her there is no medicine for whatever you're suffering from. Just go, you'll get to a point, then you'll die. Yes, because the government had not already brought the medicine, and there was no medicine at all, because it was a new disease and research was still being done on it. Yeah.
Sasa mimi anabidi nirudi nyumbani nikuje nikufie nyumbani.
So she could not die on the street, so she had to come back and die at home so that she will have people to bury her. Yeah. So she came back home.
Sasa mimi nikakuja nikakuwa karibu kusaa. Na siwezi mwambia mtu mimi niko mgonjwa hivyo. Nikakaa mpaka siku ile nikapata mtoto.
So when she came back home, she didn't tell anyone she had the disease. She didn't tell anyone because it was a taboo and a curse. Yes. So she didn't tell anyone until the day she was due. So when she was due, she gave birth alone in the house by herself without calling anyone to help her.
Mimi nilijifungia kwa room nikasaa peke yangu.
She just closed herself in a room and gave birth by herself.
Mtoto nimesaa tu, mtoto kama iko na kilo 3 na ananyonya matiti mzuri. Akifika mwezi 5 mimi nikaanza kukojeka na mtoto akui, ni macho tu iko nayo na tumbo.
So the child was okay till when he reached 5 months. When he was 5 months, he also started ailing. So the eyes were big, but he was very small, very tiny, and he didn't grow after 5 months. So it was just the same size.
Ukijulikana uko na hiyo ugonjwa hakuna mtu anakanyanga kwako.
So but during those days when people knew, if it was known that you had HIV and AIDS, no one would come near you. Yeah. Yes, because people knew that even if they touch you like this, you contract the disease. So no one would come to her, no one visited her, no one would associate with her.
Wakati hiyo inasemekana kama unakaribia mtu hivi unaambukiza, ni hakuna mtu nataka kukaa karibu na wewe. Nikasaa mtoto asubuhi, bibi akakuja akaniuliza kwa nini umesaa peke yako? Nikamwambia yangu nimesokota tu na tumbo, akatoka. Sababu naogopa kumwambia niko na hii shida.
So in the morning now, the grandma came and asked, why have you given birth alone? She said she's afraid of telling people she's suffering from the disease, and the reason why she gave birth alone, she was also afraid that if someone touches her blood, then that is the end. The person also contracts, so she didn't want another person to contract the disease. That is why she gave birth alone.
Mimi nikakaa mpaka mtoto akui, mimi nikaanza kusidika na mafinonda. Nikapelekwa na mama tu imekuja kutafuta kibarua, akanipeleka Kenyatta. Sasa ile nimeshukua na daktari kuweka maji hivi na mtoto achukulio anapotea.
So there was a lady who had come to work here around. So the lady came to visit her and asked her, would you like to go to the hospital and get admitted so that you can be like put on medication, because she was in a bad state. Then she said yes, I can go. So the lady took her to the hospital, her and the son. Then she was admitted there, her plus the son. Then after that the woman disappeared. She has never seen the woman till to date.
Mimi nikakaa kama mwaka mzima, mwaka hospitali.
So she stayed there for almost a year in the hospital. She was admitted for almost a year.
Nikakaa tu, nilikuwa sielewi nikipelekwa, nakaa nauliza. Siku nyingine nimerudisha mawazo, nikamwambia daktari sababu nilikuwa na mtoto imekufa ama iko uhai. Kamwambia mimi mtoto iko uhai. Na anaitwa nani, nikapatia majina zake. Aniuliza unataka kuona?
So after 1 year, after that time, she had never seen the baby since they were admitted. She had never. So one day she decided, let me ask if my baby is still alive or he died. He finally died. So he asked the doctor. He called the doctor and asked, I came here with the baby when a woman brought me here. Is the baby still alive or he died? Then the doctor told her that no, he's still alive, and when you'll be ready, we'll take you to see him, but he's still alive.
That's good. They're still alive.
Sasa mimi nikaenda kuonesha mtoto, nikapelekwa karumu, anatoshana hivi. Hii rumu iko mapisha, mtu emeisha mpaka ni meno tu uko nayo na ukatoa skeleton. Nikasema sasa mimi nitafika mpaka hapa. Si afadhali nitafute dirisha niruke mara moja nikufe.
So during the counseling process, after you're diagnosed with HIV and AIDS, they usually take you through a counseling process. Now when they were starting the beginning of the counseling process, she was taken to a room. Then in this room, when you go to those rooms, actually in most hospitals in Kenya, you have pictures from the first stage of HIV and AIDS to the full-blown stage. So she said that, also me, I'm going to suffer and go through all these stages and reach the full-blown. Instead of reaching this full-blown and I'm the mother and the father to my kids, it's better if I kill myself. So she wanted to jump through the window, to go through the window and jump, then die a peaceful death, as she considered. So the doctors gave her counseling. They talked to her. And the same people who are suffering from the same disease, they talked to her.
Nikamwambia usiende kukufa sababu tutakupatia dawa na dawa atakuwa free na uangalia watoto yako. Sasa mimi nikakubali. Nikakaa. Siku ile nimekaa hakuna bili ya hospitali.
So after the counseling, the suicidal thing went away. Okay. Yes, because she was told that she was going to be given medicine for free. She was not going to buy it. Then the medicine will help her live for long. Yes, it will increase her, boost her immunity, and she would live for long. So she agreed to everything and said, "No, I'm not going to kill myself," and she never killed herself. And now, after 1 year, the hospital bill, it was a lot. She could not pay it because she had been there for 1 year.
Nakati hiyo sina rafiki, sina hata brother, ni mimi tu peke yangu na Mungu.
And at that time, she didn't have any friends, she didn't have any brothers or any sisters because she was a curse to the community. She had the dreaded disease, the disease that no one wanted to have.
Nikamwambia sasa, kama mnataka bili ya hospitali, mnipatie niwashe simiti ya hospitali au niende nipigie wagonjwa. Mpaka siku ile mtanipatia ruhusa nito.
So she said, if I cannot pay this bill, but all I want is that you give me an opportunity to wash the hospital so that I can become a cleaner or a cook. Then now, the salary you're supposed to pay me, when it has accumulated to this bill, now you can let me go. That is what she told the hospital. But the doctors saw her case that actually no one had ever visited her for that 1 year she had been there. No one had ever visited her. So she just said, the doctors came to an agreement that they just let her go.
Sasa mimi nikakaa makaenda meeting, makamwambia kesho utaenda kwenye. Na saa hiyo mtoto anatembea na miguu. Na mimi nimepona.
So when she was being discharged, she was well, she was now okay, and the baby was okay, and the baby could now walk. The baby had grown and he could now walk.
Okay.
Nikamwambia kesho utaenda kwenye. Na nikamwambia sasa mimi sitoki kwa hospitali sababu hata njia ya kuenda kwetu mimi sijui.
She didn't even know the way to come home.
Na sina tikiti.
Yes. Because it's a lady who had helped her to go to the hospital. So she didn't, and she had never gone to the city, Nairobi. So she didn't know her way back. Now she told the doctors, me, even if you're discharging me, I don't know where I'm going to. I don't know my home. I don't know the way to my home. So you guys have to take me. Yes.
Akamwambia mimi unajua kwenyu tukitoa mtu atakupeleka utaisajua. Nikamwambia yeye najua kwetu niko na baridi. Akatafuta gari na akanunua madawa na shopping nikaletwa mpaka.
So she only knew the name of this place. It's called Konabari. So she said, yes, I know my home's name. It's called Konabaridi. So they brought her. When they reached there, she now knew her home. So she pointed. She was brought up to here. here, her father's home now. The father's home is up here.
Okay.
Sasa mimi nikaletwa mpaka hapa jioni, baba yangu akakuja akaniuliza sababu umeteseka na hospitali ni ugonjwa gani ndio hii imekusumbua. Nikamwambia mimi nilishikwa na ile ugonjwa natangazwa na redio mimi na mtoto yangu. Baba yangu akasema umekataka kuolewa ukaenda kutangatanga kuleta maugonjwa ya barabara.
So
Akikimbia akimwambia mama Perisa anakufa na familia yake.
So that evening, when she came back, the dad came to her and asked her, I hear you've been moving from one hospital to another. Which disease are you suffering from? Then she said, I am suffering from HIV and AIDS. Then the father said that I took you to go get married. Then you refused to get married to that old man. You came back to my home to bring back the dreaded disease. You want to kill everyone here. So the father went around the village telling every woman that Paris was going to die, her and all her kids, they were going to die because they have the disease. So that is what the father would go around telling everyone. So no one wanted to associate with her because she had the disease.
Sasa mimi najaribu kwenda kukamua ng'ombe na mbuzi nakuta watu wamenihamia wamenitandika.
So the next day when she was going to milk the goat and the cows, the father had paid people to come and beat her. So when she went milking, people came, they ganged up on her and almost beat her to death.
Mimi nilikuwa nimefanyiwa operation hapa.
She had been done for a surgery here. Yes. So the wound that was healing slipped again. It opened.
Damu alikuwa anatirika hata ukifaa kiatu anajaa. Ni watoto wangu akaenda kaniweka gari pale.
So the kids, after being beaten like that, the kids just carried him. She was bleeding badly. She was almost dying. So her kids carried her to the road. There, they got a matatu, then put her inside a matatu and told the people that just drop her in any hospital along the way.
Nikarudishwa ile hospitali ya Kenyatta nilikuwa.
So she was taken back to the hospital she was in just the previous day.
Kaulizwa kwa nini amerudishwa hospitali na alitoa juice hapa.
So she was asked, why are you back to the hospital? And it's only yesterday that we discharged you. Why are you back here?
Akamwambia baba amepatiana oda chako sababu iko na ukimwi na inakataa kuolewa.
So she said that the father has given an order that she should be killed because she has refused to get married to an old man.
Mimi nikatibiwa.
So she was treated.
Alafu akaandikwa barua akuja ashikwe baba na hiyo wafikiana.
And the hospital wrote a notice so that the police around this area can come and arrest the father and the brothers.
Akatukapeleka sisi wote hapo kwa police station akaulizwa ni nani huyu.
So the police came and arrested the father, the brothers and the people who ganged up to beat her. And when they were there now at the police, she was asked, who are these to you?
Akamwambia tunapika sababu amekataa kuolewa na uko na ugonjwa mbaya hana dawa ya ukimwi.
So the father said that when he was asked that who is she to you, he said that we are beating her because I took her to get married to an old man. She refused. She went to the street to bring back the disease that has no cure. So she has brought a taboo to my home. So that is why we want to beat her and kill her.
Akamwambia sasa kama mtaua tutakufunga kifungo ya miaka 7 pamoja na hizi wafijana yako.
So they were to be imprisoned for 7 years for whatever they did. The father and the brothers, they were supposed to be imprisoned for 7 years, but she forgave them.
Akaanza kufundishwa na makiti alale akae mahali anakaa hapa fulani. Mimi nikiona watu wanalia nikamwambia wewe usifungie. Usemee tu na umwambie twende nyumbani na ukomeshe asiende kuniua.
So when she saw that these were family and she didn't want them to get in prison, so she told the police, I'll forgive them under one condition. If we go back home, no one is going to touch me. No one is ever going to touch me again. No one is ever going to beat me up again. Only if they agree to that, then now don't take them to prison.
Mimi nikasemea tukakuja nyumbani.
So she forgave them and they came back home.
Nikikuja ile kanyumba sangu sina amani. Mimi nikasema tu siku moja nibebe hii mtoto mdogo niende nikufie mbele.
So even when she came back, she didn't have peace because no one would want to associate with her. The father had made everyone not to associate with her because she had the disease, and people knew that if I even go close to her and touch her like this, then I'll get the disease. So no one wanted to associate with her. It was only her and her kids.
Nikawasha watoto wangapi kwa nyumba, nikabeba moja.
So she decided that if life is hard like this, why should I stay where I'm not accepted? And finally, because of the disease I'm suffering from, I am going to die. So I'm going to carry my child, this last child, the smaller one, I'm going back to the street with him so that death can find me on the streets again. So she went back to the streets again with the she left these other ones and went back.
Nikapata Maasai alikuwa anaitwa Elizabeth Kapole.
So when she went to the street, she went to a dump site where like all rubbish in Nairobi are thrown there. So she went there, and there she found another lady who is a Maasai like her. She found her there.
Nikauliza, na kaniuliza, wewe sababu wewe ndio Maasai hapa, nini unaenda hadi unatoka wapi? Nikamwambia mimi nimetoka kwa baridi na mimi naenda kukufa sababu niko na ugonjwa na dawa na hii mtoto yangu. Akamwambia usikufe sababu hata mimi nilifukuzwa kutoka kwetu na niko na watoto na iko mama na rokotaka wa mama ile ya ukimwi na wanapatiwa dawa hata survive kama wengine.
So this Maasai lady like her asked her, and she narrated her whole story that no one wanted her, she was an outcast, so she was just walking around waiting for her death to come. Then this lady told her that the same story you have told me, my story is like yours. I've also been chased away. I've left my kids. I am walking around, but there's a woman who is helping the women with HIV and AIDS. She has built for them a home, and they are staying there. I can take you to her. I am also staying there, so we can go there and you can get another good life. So the Maasai woman who met her, took her there, took her to that woman who was helping women with HIV and AIDS during that time.
Mimi akanipeleka, nikaona mama wengine hata wakojwa iko maukojwa tofauti, mpaka iko wengine waenda asimu. Nikaanza kustua, nikasema kumbe si mimi tu ndio niko hivi. Nikakuwa mimi nakaa hivi kuangalia vile hii ya mama anakaa.
So when she went to that home where other women were, she found other women who were in worse condition than the condition she was in. Others were thin, others could not walk, others were mad because of being traumatized because of the disease. So she said that if these women are like this and they've not died, then my death is not near, even if people were saying that I am going to die. So my death is not near, I'm not dying any soon. So that is what she said, and she stayed in the home.
Sisi tulikuwa tunalalishwa na ngunia hivi, tunaangaliwa na daktari na kupikiwa na hiyo mama chakula.
So the woman gave them shelter. Huyo mama alikuwa anaitwa nani?
Anaitwa Mary Wanderi.
The woman was called Mary Wanderi. Mary gave them a shelter. She would bring doctors to come and evaluate them. She gave them food. They stayed there. Till they got well. Like her, she stayed there till she was okay.
Mpaka tukapata nguvu, anauliza wewe uko na watoto ngapi?
So after she was okay now, she gained back the energy through all that counseling and taking the medicine. Now she was at, how many kids do you have? Then the lady came back to the village to get her kids and take them to where she was, and actually took them to school. Took the kids to school.
Sasa tukaleta watoto, tunapelekea shule, tunakaa na kanyumba. Mpaka siku ile tumepona tukaweka sharani.
So after she was okay, and now she was back to her feet, the lady took her through a training, the graduation we saw. Now she taught her tailoring. We were taken to like a college, a vocational training school. So she did tailoring. So she was taken to that tailoring, and that is the photo we saw, the graduation photo that we saw. Yeah.
Sasa na tukaenda kufundishwa kushona. Tukafundishwa kutengeneza candle ile mshumaa.
They were also taught how to make candles,
na mandazi,
how to make clothes, how to make mandazis,
na mashanga,
and how to do beadings too. Yes.
Tukakuwa tunapatiwa 10,000, na hii 10,000 si yako. Unaenda unauza vitu, unakopa, unafanya, unaweka bank kidogo. Mpaka siku ile unakuwa umesimama, unakuja unanunua kashamba, unajenga nyumba.
So the lady taught them how to do business and save and take loans, do business, return the loan, get profit out of it. So from the money she got, she bought this land from her dad.
Wow.
Hey.
Siku ile nimekuja kujenga hii nyumba nikaweka sherehe.
So after buying the land and building this house, she made a party and called everyone.
Baba yangu akaniuliza, sababu ulikuwa unakufa, wewe umepata wapi dawa?
So until the father asked her, now because you are dying and we knew that you are going to die, where did you get the medicine for this disease? We see you are very healthy and you don't have the disease anymore.
Nikamwambia siku hii si kama siku ile. Sasa hii kuna dawa serikali imepatiana, unakunywa tu na utakuwa mzuri na utafanya kazi yako yote.
Now she said that nowadays, or at that time, it's not like long time ago, things have changed. Things have changed and there's medicine that I am taking and the government is actually giving it for free. I'm taking the medicine and I'm okay. I'm very well. When I'm taking it, I am very okay. I'm very healthy. You cannot know.
Sasa hii ananiita songo sababu iko mambusi iko mang'ombe.
Right now, the father calls her a wealthy lady.